Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Starseed Mystery School here on YouTube Live and also Facebook. So I wanted to share with you guys a very, very potent and very important cryptocurrency live stream to share with you guys. You know, with cryptocurrency really beginning to take off now, and starting to come more into mass society, not fully in mass adoption yet. We are still at the very, very infancy, early adoption phases of cryptocurrency. But because it is growing and it's only going to expand and grow from this point forward, and honestly, since a few years back, you know, it's only going to skyrocket. And so some of you guys are familiar with the term bullish. This is the cryptocurrency term for this market cap to really just launch and just take off. You guys have also heard the term going to the moon, which I'm also going to correlate with you guys, this moon matrix and how it's connected to our currencies as well. So there's a lot of greatness coming up for you guys. So please let me know, you guys, who you guys are, where you guys are at. I haven't been on YouTube in like a hot minute. And so here I am again, but I wanted to bring some energy, bring some abundance of information, some wealth of information to you guys, because it really is, you know, every single day we are always brought information, and it's up to us using our discernment and our actions, sacred actions. What are we going to utilize? How are we going to utilize this information that we are given? You know, you have social media, you have so many apps open right now. You're probably scrolling as you're listening to this, right? And here's the thing is, social media is fighting for your attention, but you need to see, dear one, you need to see where do you want to put your attention. It's not about fighting for attention or making sure I want to do this or getting that person's attention. It's truly going inside internally and seeing inside, where do I want to put my energy? What do I want to listen to? You know, let's start weeding out our social media gardens, okay? Let's start unfollowing the people that no longer serves our purpose, you know? Let's start to unfollow the people that no longer bring worthiness and value to our lives. And so for me, I have gotten rid of over 1,000 followers on my Instagram. I've gotten rid of some of them, or like pretty much half of my following that I was following. And now I feel so much better energetically hopping on to my Instagram or to my Facebook or even to YouTube. So I highly recommend that's what you guys do, okay? So let's go ahead and dive into this crypto realm, y'all. So I wanted to share with you guys crypto market cap, okay? So I wanted to share with you guys the crypto market cap versus centralized bank market cap. And so what I wanted to share with you guys, okay, we're going to be looking at world economy. We're going to be looking at the biggest banks. Right now, we're going to be looking at the United States. But as of right now, the United States banks are at the top of the largest banks and the largest market caps, okay, alongside China and Russia. But we're not going to look into those, okay? So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of an article of the largest banks by market cap. And again, remember, it's fluctuating every single day. But this is breaking news, you guys, okay? The crypto market cap has surpassed the centralized banking market capital. Do you guys see? Okay, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is only like 1 billion, I think, market cap. You know, when Bitcoin is at $1 trillion market cap, you guys. I'm going to show you guys the statistics now. And remember, things fluctuate. But the thing is to look at this, because here's the biggest thing. This is about crypto misconceptions. And one of the biggest things about misconceptions that I want to share with you guys, okay, it's about the value. It's about the long-term value. I'm going to be talking about short-term value versus long-term value. And the thing is, when it comes to short-term value, it's very important, yes, especially for traders, but for investors. When you come into cryptocurrency as a crypto user, you are an investor. So as an investor, it's really important to integrate the long-term vision, the long-term mindset. So I wanted to give you guys this information about the crypto market cap. So let's go ahead and share my screen, y'all. All right. So if you guys can see my screen here, okay. So let me just refresh my page. Okay, so the largest bank by market cap right now is Bitcoin. Okay, so it was at 1 trillion just a couple days ago, but things fluctuate, you see. We're at a negative 0.36%, okay? So what that means is it has declined in its market cap in the past few days, okay? But I want to share with you guys, Ethereum was right up here. So right now, JP Morgan Chase and Ethereum are going head to head. But I want you guys to get the bigger picture, the higher level of consciousness of what I'm trying to share with you guys here is that Bitcoin, okay, has surpassed the world economy. Do you guys understand now? Cryptocurrency, right? You guys, when I was talking about Ethereum, when Ethereum was at $375, and now we're at what is it, 4,000, and it's fluctuating. It's at a negative 3% decrease right now in its market cap. So JP Morgan is a little bit above it, but still. Okay, so this is what's interesting. So I want to let you guys know that this definitely is a centralized website. Like this is definitely controlled by a centralized banking institution because if you can see that it's ranking, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's actually no ranking. Be your own bank, not ranked. You guys, this is called decentralized. Be your own bank. That is why it has this right here. It is not on a rank because this is centralized, baby. This is all about the control of the elites, this old conglomerate of family. But because cryptocurrency is decentralized, it says be your own bank. It says right there, that's why it's not ranked. But as you can see through data, you guys, Bitcoin and Ethereum are surpassing JP Morgan Chase and Bank of America. So let's go ahead and stop this share. So that's really important for you guys to understand. Like, okay, if we're talking about old school people here, like people are like, you know, F Bitcoin, it's going to go down, F cryptos, whatever, all these old heads, you know, who are all about the dollar. We need to educate our people. We need to educate our people and have them understand that the dollar is dying. And we have right here, data information right here. All you got to do is Google largest market cap, largest bank by market cap, okay? And you'll get that information. And so here's the thing, you guys, when it comes to older generation, we want to share this type of information with them because the thing is, it's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's about who can help each other raise consciousness. When we raise our consciousness, we thus begin to become more wealthy. We begin to thus become more abundance. And as the abundance flows, you also have to be giving. Just as, you know, influencers, they are giving to their word. We receive downloads, high vibrational beings, you know, such as myself. We are given this type of information to share. We are clear channels for God's source to come through to share with humanity. Because here's the thing, you guys, how can God work without the use of human hands, the use of human vessel? So I'm here to share with you guys this information. Crypto is going up. The dollar is going down. You guys have been knowing that. I've been sharing this for over a year now, but now I want to share with you guys some data, some information that is now being publicly distributed mainstream. We just have to Google it. It is all about where is this mind, where is the perception, and where do you want to take it? Forget now the likes, forget, you know, Instagram this, all of this, you know, all of that stuff. Now let's get serious about raising consciousness, thus going higher into 5D consciousness. And thus also too, it's not just about ourselves, but what about our generations, generational wealth, right? Side note, I want to share with you guys. I was listening to Big Bank by YG today, and I remember seeing this, the market cap of Bitcoin and Ethereum surpassing JP Morgan. And I said, you know what, Big Bank, I'm going to play this song because this is Bitcoin talking to JP Morgan. And lo and behold, I was investigating some crypto codes because I was listening to the lyrics of these rappers, okay? And this rapper, Big Sean, says, buy red bottoms with the cryptos. And this was years ago that Big Bank came out. Big Bank, take little bank. And here we are in 2022 where Big Bank is taking little bank, as you guys can see. So, excuse me, guys. This centralized bank is the small bank. The crypto is the big bank. So I hope you guys understand that. Listen to that YG story and y'all gonna groove with it. Y'all gonna groove with it. Because guess what? I am hella about the Ethereum network. I am hella about the Ethereum market cap. And that makes me think as I'm like rapping, I'm rapping to YG, big bang, take little bang. Hey. It's so, it blows my mind that I have assets within a market cap that is bigger than the banks that everybody banks with. Do you guys understand now? Do you guys understand the quantum financial shift? That is why Saint Germain has given me this information and has, asked me to create. Me and Michael Rolla, we are creating as Spiritual Cryptos, quantum economic integration, because this is clear channeled information from higher selves, from source, coming down to us to share with you guys how to begin the shift, how to begin recalibrating yourself on a cellular level, quantum economic integration, because quantum financial systems is here. Nisara Gasara, the redistribution of wealth, the biggest transfer of wealth in history is happening right now. All right, so now I want to get into, now we know the great things. Now you guys know like my hype about this, my passion, my fire. Now I want to talk about this, the moon matrix, okay? So getting out of this. I made a video about this moon matrix, but now it is coming into the economy. And, there's these spiritual influencers, and I'm not going to name drop or anything, but I'm going to share that these influencers, they do not understand long-term, okay? They do not understand the long-term mindset, because again, this is where spiritual cryptos is integrated into my psychological systems, because Saint Germain has used me as a vessel, as an emissary to help people in this new economic reformation. I am given this information to share with you guys the long term, okay? So as you see these news when it comes to SNL, when it comes to Doge, when it comes to Elon Musk, and all of these different people putting in, taking out, doing all of these different things and manipulating the market, that is absolutely okay, because you have to integrate that information, integrate this download, integrate this level of consciousness right now when it comes to cryptocurrency, that this is the new way and the new decentralized way of life. This is the new way of energy becoming currency. And it always is a transform. It will never just stop at crypto. It is always going to transform, you guys. It is always going to reform. It is always going to upgrade, recalibrate. But understand, energy is currency. We are coming into this day and age of money now equaling, now digital, now equaling etheric, now equaling out energy as currency. Now we're able to transact within one another without needing control, without needing the big elites, the conglomerate of people, right? Okay, so now let's talk about this moon matrix. We got to understand, there's these people, there's a spiritual community out there who is negatively talking about the moon as a false light matrix, as the false light matrix harvesting consciousness of humanity through the moon. Whatever. Potato, there's all of these different things going on in the world. But this may be true, this may not be true, however you want to perceive it. But however you want to perceive it, don't let this level of consciousness dictate or have power over you. That is why you have to get out of this negative connotation of the moon. Because here's the thing, the moon, just as all the other planets and other conglomerates and other etheric bodies in space, we are all connected. And the moon is connected to the waters, right? We talked about this. We all know this. The moon is connected to the waters. The moon is connected to the currencies because it is connected to the waters. Energy is currency, y'all. Are we starting to understand this more? Let's every time I say energy is currency, the meaning why I say it so many multiple times is because every time I say it, there should be a new realization or a new deeper understanding for energy as currency. Even thinking about it from within, thinking about our own waters from within. How can we begin to recharge, revitalize our water consciousness to pure consciousness, right? Because what? Water's connected to currencies. Are we starting to understand this, you guys? It is always going back to within. And that's why when I started to spiritually awaken, my abundance journey started to really come up into fruition, my relationship with money, my money consciousness really started to become aware of me. I started to become aware of this, started to heal this more. Then cryptocurrency comes into my field. And then I knew this is part of my soul mission. Part of my soul mission is to help my soul family and the starseeds and light workers and these high vibrational people who are meant to change and shift the world understand cryptocurrencies. Because when you understand it today, when you understand cryptocurrency today, 2021, this is like gold. This is high intelligence being implanted into your consciousness, because cryptocurrencies, years and years later down the road, will the government and the mainstream begin to share and teach this. It is really up to the leaders of the new earth. Ooh, I'm getting chills as I say this. But it's really up to the leaders of the new earth to be distributing this type of information, this wealth of information, because it is up to you to decide what are you going to do with your life, your future, because you need what? Money to fulfill certain things. You need what? This to go on to your days, right? And remember this, it's just the value. It could have been this, all right? It could have been anything. It could have been trees. It could have been leaves, right? But this is what we need. And this is truly comes from within. This is the source. So when we begin to see source within, see our waters within, we begin to connect our currencies. And I don't want to go into circles with you guys, but I just want to let you guys know this, okay? It's very important on a spiritual level to understand this if you want to begin to gain crypto cognizance, if you want to gain and integrate your financial literacy. All right. So now that we've gone over this moon matrix, let's get over that, getting out of this, yada, yada. Understand the long term versus short term and the manipulation, which I'm going to be talking about right here. The manipulation of economy. So with the manipulation of economy, long-term versus short-term mindset, this is so important, you guys, okay? Because economy is energy. Energy is currency, meaning it's fluctuating all the time. So if I were to refresh this right now, the number would fluctuate, right? We understand that. The manipulation of economy is absolutely okay. We have Elon Musk, we have elites, we have all of these people with all the money in the world who are manipulating the economies right now, okay? But it is so important to not get wrapped up in those lower levels of consciousness in the news, because this manipulation of bringing it here and there, that's absolutely okay. But here's the thing that you guys have to understand. Cryptocurrency, again, like I said in the beginning, this is the way of freedom. This is freeing ourselves. You guys know about our birth certificates, our social security numbers, what the United States has been doing to us, has been putting us as just a serial number. And then they want to tax us. I mean, I'm not going to go down this whole rabbit hole with y'all, but y'all know what the government has been doing to us. And I want to let you guys know, you got to set yourself free spiritually. And once you do, then you start to unravel. Then you start to meet the people you need to meet, right? So about this economy, the manipulation of economy, that's absolutely okay, because that's lower vibration, this news going around. It's going down negative 20%, da-da-da-da-da. That's cool, fine, and dandy, but you must understand that the dollar is dying and cryptos is only setting us free. Cryptocurrency is a way of freedom, free economy, through economy, economically, right? But economy is what runs this 3D world. So we want to exit this 3D world, but what do we need to do it? We need that means to exit. That means is cryptocurrency. So don't worry about this fluctuation. There was a fluctuation after an SNL, Saturday Night Live last Saturday, when Elon Musk started to talk, right, about Doge. And then there's fluctuations going on. That's absolutely okay. But understand, here's the long term. I want to talk to you guys about Shiba at the end. That's going to be the fun stuff. But when it comes to Shiba, even like a shit coin, people, humans, individuals who were not given the opportunity to become a millionaire are becoming millionaires. You can't hate on people for that. That's quantum economic integration, no matter how you want to see it, y'all. So manipulation of economy, don't worry about it. Have the long-term mindset. Don't worry about the short term. Even if you're a trader, dude, that's great. Of course, you need to know about the shifts, the manipulations, and when to buy, when to sell, right? But don't get caught up into it. Don't have an emotional attachment to the short-term coming, because the long-term with cryptocurrency, it is freedom. It is freedom, y'all, okay? So now I want to talk to you guys, the fossil fuel emissions. Oh my God, like why? But whatever. Okay, so now that I'm dipping more into the crypto realm, but the third dimensional crypto realm, which is needed for me, it's needed for me to dive into, go lower so I can bring and raise this consciousness and have people understand it from a higher level of consciousness, right? And so, okay, there's these things going on with Bitcoin. Now, so Tesla is no longer accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment for Teslas now because of fossil fuel emissions. Okay, this problem, okay, this little whatever pandemic of fossil fuel emissions. And see, you guys, do you see these small little things? Now let's bring our consciousness. You guys understand? You guys have heard this, right? Let's bring our consciousness up. Why is this such a big deal? Why is it making such a big deal when honestly, if we truly see the light of cryptocurrency and what's happening to the world, you can understand that the centralized banks, Washington Post, New York Times, all of these big centralized mainstream media corporations are trying to shit on cryptocurrency. They're trying to make you not want to do cryptocurrency. They're trying to make, the hippies and the environmentalists not like cryptocurrencies, okay? So understand that manipulation. Understand the psychological warfare that's going on before you can go ahead and make judgment of cryptocurrency being something that's negative or being something that is going to not impact you in a positive way. So fossil fuel emissions, I think that's completely bullshit. It's talking about the energy being used with Bitcoin minings. But again, we have solar panels, we have solar energy. So, there's different things that we just need to, it's like with the Matrix, it's hard to explain it, but with the Matrix, it's almost like you got to just like twist and turn and like go that way and this way. You almost have to know the path. It's almost like a labyrinth going through the Matrix, especially with cryptocurrency. So that's why it's really important to have that clear vision, that clear consciousness, especially when it comes to like that long term and short term. Don't worry about a dip. If anything, see the dip as a great thing. See the dip as a reason to get in more. See this as the universe telling you, okay, well, now we have lowered it for you to go ahead and get in, for you to get in at a more reasonable price, for you to get more bang for your buck, right? So who cares? I'm all about decentralization. I'm all about cryptocurrency. And I don't really have anything negative to say about cryptocurrency because there is so much misconception about the whole thing. When for me, my passion really isn't necessarily cryptocurrency. My passion is blockchain technology because blockchain technology goes beyond money. It goes beyond economy. It now begins to become a way of life, meaning transparency, meaning truth. Transparency is clarity, meaning truth. This whole world that we have lived in is deception, is illusion, is centralized. The centralization is what's keeping us in control and what's creating the illusions. Time to step out the matrix, y'all. Time to awaken that money consciousness, y'all. So who gives a fuck about this fossil fuel emissions and the environmental concerns, all right? That is external concerns when we need to be concerning about internal, right? And how can we environmentally impact in a positive way? Raise your consciousness, talk to Mother Earth. Like, there's nothing wrong with Bitcoin mining. Like, there's fucking solar panels. We're fucking crying out loud. Excuse my language. But it's just like, it's stupid. It's just like wearing a mask in a restaurant and then taking it off when you're sitting down. It's fucking ridiculous, right? It's just like, yeah, Bitcoin sucks. But then Bitcoin is like making people millionaires. It's like, which one are you going to believe? COVID's real or COVID is not real? Which reality are you going to live? Because we are really living in a separate reality right now. The collective consciousness is in a 3D and a 5D, and the 4D is thinning. That line of communication of the 4D is thinning because everyone in the 4D is either going back to 3D or going high to 5D. So who wants to get onto the 5D train, y'all? 5D train's got millionaires popping up, and I'm on my way. I'm on my way up. I'm all the way up. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Don't worry about the low vibrational news, about the manipulation of economy. Forget that. Understand that this is freedom and this is what's going to set you free. Okay. So now let's get into a little bit of a more spiritual topic. Okay. And this is now I'm going to do a little bit verses. And so divine time and sacred action. Okay, this is very feminine. This is very feminine energy right here. And this hype and FOMO is very masculine energy. And so if you guys, you're following me, you guys trust me, you guys understand, being an investor as a woman is honestly a little bit more of an enhanced little spec, because women are intuitive. We don't just go off of manipulation. We don't just go off of hype, which is the very masculine thing. We go based off of flow. We go based off of our energy, what feels right. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. When it comes to investing, it really is important to understand what feels right. The balance of the head and the heart, head of the financial literacy, the head of the cognizance, but also the heart is the leader. The heart is the one who's leading you to this abundance, leading you into the millions or billions or whatever it is that you seek and desire. So divine time, you guys, think of crypto as divine time. There's a lot of people, it's like, you got to get in, you got to get now, you got to get in, don't wait. But it's divine time for you, and it's time, it's a balance of divine time, but also your sacred action. I could be talking about this, you can be hearing me, and your guys just like, you hear jazz, what you gonna do? It also takes that sacred action of you, that divine time. But when that download comes through, what are you going to do with it? That's when the manifestation becomes physical, is when you take sacred action. But I want you to balance that. Like, don't have the hype and the FOMO, the fear of missing out. You're not missing out on anything right now, because if you are listening to this and you're watching this right now, you're fucking way ahead of the game. You are way ahead of the world's game, okay? I mean, if we see right here, the market cap, they're not even trying to rank when it's literally the highest. It's literally the most, oh my gosh, I don't even know what word to use. Like, it's the highest market cap and they don't want to rank it. That's how, what's it called? I can't even talk right now. Like, that's how childish the fucking centralized banks are. They don't even want to put a number on Bitcoin or Ethereum because it's a be your own bank. Well, fuck yeah, I want to be my own bank. Fuck y'all. Y'all want to give me APRs and give me fees and shit. And I can only take out my money between the hours of so-and-so. Fuck that. You know what I mean? And plus, I'm making way more money being my own bank. So, I mean, you guys, I have just learned about cryptocurrency a year ago, less than a year ago. And here I am sharing my truth, speaking and, following up with my sacred action. I understood my divine time and I put my sacred action into place. And don't worry about hype. Don't worry about FOMO. There's a lot of my friends, people that I know who's already a millionaire, and that's not for me to be jealous. That's not for me to be like, oh my God, I missed out on this coin. I know my divine timing and I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And this is part of it. So I hope this really inspires you guys, whatever it is that you're doing. And I hope you guys understand, even if you don't want to teach cryptos the way I teach it, if you're an artist, man, get on NFTs, learn about non-fungible NFT tokens. Yes. Non-fungible. I'm blanking right now. But also too, if you have time on your hands, start staking. If you're good at computers, start mining. If you're good at video games, start mining, start staking. There's so many different ways to get into cryptocurrency. It's not just about what coin or buy this many shares and it fluctuates, and now I made $60 because the market fluctuates, da, 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 da. There's a tons of ways we can utilize blockchain and crypto. So I want to share that with you guys. Don't have the hype and FOMO. It's all good because your divine timing will call you. But then when you hear the call, you don't just hear it and you don't sit there. You get your ass up and you do that sacred action, right? And again, you can always message me. You can always book a call, with Spiritual Cryptos, Michael and I, and we will share with you guys what we feel, that's in your best interest, whatever higher self and source wants to come through. All right. So we're getting close to like the end of it, and it's pretty good. I'm like 30 minutes in, a lot of jam-packed information, but I'm not going to go a whole hour. I don't want to bore you guys. This is really just tidbits of information, like really get you guys to be inspired, to like go out there and like be like, fuck yeah, I can do life. Fuck yeah, I know like I'm going to be a millionaire. Like millionaire is going to be like $100, like literally in the 5D reality. So who wants to be in the 5D reality? I do. I know I'm embodying it. I'm on my way. I'm all the way up. Okay, so quantity and investment value mindset. Okay, so this is really, I want to let you guys know, like as I'm talking this whole 30 minutes, I probably said it in between here and there, here and there. But the biggest takeaway, if you were to get anything from the crypto misconception, is understanding the value, okay? The value of cryptocurrency. People will just say, the illiterate, the people, the ignorant will just say, cryptocurrency is just a mass manipulation of market. It's going to crumble. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. It's going to this. All of these negative connotations. That is keeping you in the matrix, okay? Understanding the value of cryptocurrency and how this is going to set you free. This is a path of freedom financially. It financially connects to everything, y'all. Everything. We do everything to create finance. We do everything to create energy, to create currency. So now we are coming into a time where currency is just literally a walk out and a pull from the shackles. So, but again, it's a process. It doesn't mean in 4 months you're completely decentralized. It takes your time and sacred action. So this is important, you guys. The quantity and investment value mindset that I want to share with you guys. When I say quantity and investment value, quantity meaning we all come as human beings. We all come from centralized. If you are in 2021, you're watching this right now, we are all centralized. It is about decentralizing your life. Whether that means I could only afford $5 a month to put in, or I could only afford $500 a month to put in, or I could only afford $5,000 a month to put in. Whatever it is, understand that what you're putting in is decentralizing your lifestyle. You are helping the shift, starting from yourself and now helping others, the collective do the same. But the thing is, you guys, whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum, Shiba, Rune, XRP, whatever the fuck, it's so important to begin investing into cryptocurrency, investing into decentralization. I don't even want to say cryptocurrency. I want to say start investing in decentralization, because the centralization is what has been keeping us in shackles, been keeping us mentally enslaved. So when we begin to go the crypto path, we are decentralizing our life. We're now making money off the market cap, making money off blockchain and multiple other ways, okay? We're not just in this limited linear way where I have to work X amount of hours to make Y amount of dollars. Fuck that. This is my thing, y'all. Last year, I told myself, and I believe this for everyone, I knew that I came down onto this planet to first realize within myself that I do not need to work to make a living. I came here to live and to show people how to begin to live the way life on their terms. Live life of freedom. Live it on your terms, not on a Monday to Friday, 5 to 6, 8 to 9 p.m. No, none of that. This is what decentralization is. It's taking us out of the matrix. The matrix is centralization, the central hub of it all. Decentralized is taking us out, being able for us to become self-sustaining individuals. For some people, that freaks people out. But for those who are ready, the people who are now raising consciousness are starting to understand. It's always been me and it will always be me, baby, right? That's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean when I say quantity and investment value mindset. Every person that has books a consultation with me, I always say, if you were to get anything out of this, even if you don't put into cryptos right now, after our call or as we're setting you up, if you were to get anything out of this call, it is to put your money in every single month, because this is your transition to decentralization. Transition to decentralization, okay? 2 more topics. This is the second to the last topic. Why Bitcoin is centralized, okay? So people will say cryptocurrency is decentralized, but we have to be careful and we have to understand that Bitcoin specifically is centralized because the big banks, the elites, they have been knowing about cryptocurrency, okay? They've been knowing about cryptocurrency at least since before I've been knowing about cryptocurrency. So they've been getting into it since before us, okay? At least since before me and my understanding. So because we understand, you guys saw the largest bank, we're smarter than that, right? We see the largest bank by market cap is Bitcoin, right? That just doesn't mean it's just us little people. That means it's those big banks, okay? They are now trying to take over decentralized, meaning they are trying to control what cannot be in control. They are trying, and this is why the dark is still in its fight. We're still in the pandemic, but the light has already won, okay? So what this means, why Bitcoin is centralized, because all the big people, all the people with a lot of money, all the money in the world are already heavily invested into Bitcoin. So when a group of people, okay, the rich, when the group of people are heavily invested in a coin, they begin to manipulate that market. But because Bitcoin is the number one cryptocurrency, it therefore fluctuates and manipulates all the other currencies, but not in a way that you think, okay? It does manipulate it in a way. But Ethereum is still decentralized. And this is why I am an Ethereum girl. This is why my spirit team has always said Ethereum, 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 blockchain, blockchain, blockchain. That has always been my thing. It's not even crypto. No, not Bitcoin. Never even resonated with that. But this is about the Bitcoin being centralized, okay? So don't worry about that. Get your hands on Bitcoin if you can, okay? I'm not saying don't get on Bitcoin, but understand that it's already centralized, meaning the big banks, the big dogs who are trying to control us all, they're already manipulating that market, okay? But again, if we understand quantity and investment value mindset, we understand that, okay, well, I do need to put into Bitcoin. I do need to put into Ethereum, because if these big guys are getting in, it is up to us leaders, the New Earth leaders, to get our hands on it too before they have more than enough, right? Now that we are smart, that we are intelligent, now that we know their ways, right? We know their path. We're going to walk that path too. We're going to walk it right beside them, but we're going to do it for the light and we're going to do it for our people. So that's where the New Earth leaders, these high intelligent beings, I'm like, this is just channeled information coming through. I had no idea before coming into this live what I was about to say. And so it really is, you guys, it really is about us coming into ourselves, us coming into our leadership, and whatever feels right in the heart, fucking do it, because this is my calling. I'm about, getting my hands on Bitcoin, getting my hands on Ethereum, getting my hands on everything that I can before the rest of it gets more into the hands of the negative. But it's okay, because the light has already won. Okay. So I want to let you guys know about that, why Bitcoin was centralized and all that. Nothing too crazy, not a big topic, but just know that that is why the cryptocurrency economy is being heavily manipulated, is because the biggest dog of the cryptos is centralized. So they can fluctuate it a fuck ton. But again, don't forget quantity and investment value mindset. We know that this is the way to freedom. So don't worry about the negative. Do not worry about that. Lastly, the Shiba Fund. Okay, so I was going to share with you guys what market capital is, but you guys can Google that. It's super basic. It basically just lets you know the value, literally the value, like the dollar value, whatever it is, the dollar, the euro value, whatever. It's just the market cap, the dollar value of the company, the business. And, you know, what's the most, the highest market cap. I cannot talk today, you guys. After I channel, it's like I go, duh. Okay, so with Shiba, okay, I'm going to actually screen share Shiba. Okay, share screen. Okay, so I love CoinGecko. You guys know you can use CoinGecko anytime. CoinGecko is just the crypto dictionary. Typed in Shiba, and I wanted to show you guys this. Okay, Shiba Inu, Shib. Okay, if you type in Shiba right here, there's others. Shiba Pop, Shiba Candy, Shiba J, Shiba Cock, Shiba. Okay, so I'm talking about Shiba Inu. Okay, so a week ago, I put in $30. Okay, and then what was it? Like a couple days ago, it was like at $800. Okay, so the ROI, the return is crazy. But I want you guys to see how this differs from Ethereum. Okay, so as you can see, with Shiba, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I highly recommend if you want if you want all the crypto updates that I give, like on the like fly, as soon as I give a crypto update, it's on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me, Starseed Mystery School. So there's been so many people in these past few days have been popping up, millionaires, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in their Shiba wallet, even when it's not even at a penny. Do you guys see this? It's not even at a penny, okay? So right now, this is still at its early adoption phases. This is still at its maturity of its monetary value, okay? So it's still the early adoption phases. So if you're one of these people who are really who this excites you, I highly recommend looking into ICOs, which is initial coin offers. And if you want any more information about that, I can let you know. That basically means like any new coins that are coming out, buy like 1 million shares, like a fuck ton. And with these types of ones, okay, when you buy millions of shares of these types of cryptocurrencies, the moment it hits 1 cent or even like not even a cent, oh my God, hundreds of thousands of dollars flowing through your wallet once this hits. So I don't remember where I bought it at, but like, look at these many zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I even bought it when it was like at the 670 mark. I don't even know, but literally in just a month, okay, it has surpassed a lot of cryptocurrencies in the inclination of its value. So even though it's not even at a penny, you guys, this is important. You know, shitcoin, yada, 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 whatever you want to call it, nothing's a shitcoin. I do not think any cryptocurrency is a shitcoin. What I think is shit is the dollar. To be totally honest with you, like, I'd rather put into a shitcoin than the dollar, than to keep it in the dollar. Okay, so that's just to share with you guys. So I remember I have 2 million shares of Shiba for $30, is now 800. And the moment it hits a penny, that's $200,000 from 20 million shares. I'm getting my numbers wrong. 20 million shares will equal $200,000. I have 20 million Shiba shares, okay? That will equal $200,000 when it hits a penny. Can you imagine when it hits $1? Like, this is just the timeline. We're just future casting here. Who gives a fuck about the fluctuations and and all these other influencers? Oh, don't be attached, all this stuff. Don't take out your money. It's going to be delisted. Forget all that. That's so low vibrational because that's where the attachment is. When you're attached to something, you're still in that frequency. We are not attached to this information because this is high vibrational from source information coming through to share with you guys, okay? So when that thing hits a penny, Shiba, oh my God, everyone's going to want to buy a Shiba. You know what I'm saying? So that was my crypto talk for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, like, I highly recommend ICOs. You know, I'm all about Ethereum, but here's the thing. I'm going to take the Shiba off. This is something to understand when you're, as you begin to become aware as a crypto user, okay? We have Ethereum and then we have Shiba, and I love both. But I love them both for different reasons. See, with Ethereum, you don't need to have a lot of coin. You don't need to have a lot of share to begin growing an ROI. An ROI is a return of investment value. So you don't need a lot of coin to see the ROI grow. But with this one, you don't need a lot of money. You don't need a lot of investment to begin to have a fuck ton of shares, which then when that begins to mature, that's only going to become millions, millions, millions. So if you invest in Ethereum and you invest in Shiba or something similar, if you invest into Bitcoin or Ethereum or something similar, you have these big market caps, and then you have these brand new ones that are maturing and increasingly value. Those are great because that equals out to be getting pretty much millions in about the same amount of time, because we have one Ethereum that's already matured and is skyrocketing, but we have one that is skyrocketing in its infancy stages. Can you guys imagine that? So you guys are starting to understand a little bit more of the way that economy works, right? And the way that cryptocurrency works, because we're millennials, we're coming into a new earth. We are now marrying and having reunion with technology. But again, what about Telos? What about Lemuria? What about ancient Egypt? Advanced technologies. So we have advanced souls, advanced intelligence coming through to also incorporate advanced technology. Doesn't mean it's artificial intelligence. It means it's advanced intelligence. And those are two opposites. Don't get me wrong. There is artificial, that's bad or negative. And there is also advanced technologies. We are talking about the high level of vibration when it comes to the advanced technologies of cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies. So I hope this helped you guys on your journey. Lots of love to you guys. And I'm so happy to chat with you. And if you have any questions at all, you know where to find your girl. This was, oh my God, powerful. This was so powerful. Like, I need to do more of these lives. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day.